Welcome to GSTUBE TV first. Let me just do that here. Subscribe to this channel. Just subscribe already. I mean, if you've been coming or you're new here, don't worry, you're in good hands, in safe hands. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video already. I promise you're going to enjoy it. Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. If it's not your first time, if it's your first time, thank you for coming. Guys, Iyabo Ojo has done it again. It seems like this woman has chosen to embrace peace in this time of her life. Remember that she still has an ongoing situation with another celebrity, but now she's using her newfound maturity to ensure peace between her colleagues. Because according to a lot of persons, the reason Funke Akindele and Toyin finally reconciled is courtesy of Iyabo Ojo's influence. Yes, Did you get the part where I said Funke and Toyin are friends now? Did you get that part? So it means that this beef, whatever it is between these guys or between the fans of these women, these wonderful women in the Nigerian movie space, whatever the beef is, it has to stop now. I mean, among the fans. Because Funke Akindele made a post. You know Funke Akindele now, she's always in the middle of one project or the other. She's currently heavily advertising a series on YouTube, Ayetoro Town. She's currently heavily, doing PR because it's a series and she's releasing it, I think, weekly, right? And she's been making promotional videos on her page and all of those things. And then on one of the videos she made, Toyin who also has some movies out on YouTube. The thing is, these people's timeline is always so interesting because it's like Funke does something and Toyin does something like the week after, and it's very obvious. It's not like, oh, because Funke has done this, I want to go, and this is something they've been doing, but for whatever reason time is always almost the same. Right? Because Toyin also has some movies she has put out on her YouTube page, right? And she's also promoting that. In fact, she has even given us a teaser. We should be looking out for a movie that she's going to release in December in the cinemas. Funke has also told us to look out for that. And that is usually the bone of contention between them, because one person releases before the other, and it seems like the fans are saying, oh, don't watch this person's work. Most likely them saying, don't watch Toyin Abraham's work. Toyin's work is stupid, is this one, is that one. You guys should, I mean, I don't mean to use that word. You understand what I'm trying to say? But like, oh, this is subpar, this is below a hand, and Funke Akindele's movie is the best, you guys should see. That's usually the beef. And they don't advertise each other's work, they are not making PR for each other, they don't attend each other's premiere or anything. In fact, Iyabo Ojo's daughter's wedding, they attended at different time, right? Different time. So Abraham was in Nigeria, she was heavily involved in Nigeria, while Funke Akindele actually traveled to Tanzania for the Tanzania arm of the wedding. Anyways, back to what I'm saying. Funke Akindele posted a video of herself, and Toyin Abraham was in the comment section. And people are like, what? Because usually Toyin Abraham talks about Funke Akindele, but she does it on her own page. And sometimes she even tag Funke, and Funke will respond. So it's not like both of them are unfollow each other, or maybe like they have this where you must not even talk about her near me. They understand that they are colleagues. And Toyin has said repeatedly that they are colleagues with mutual respect for each other. Does not mean they have to be close friends or best friends. And for people who are saying they want to see them in the same work together, you guys have forgotten that when both of them were actively in the Yoruba movie industry, Funke and Toyin Abraham were always posting videos together. We're always in movies together. There are movies where they've acted best friends, where they've acted, enemies and whatnot. They've acted movies together in the early days of their career journey. Anyways, let me tell you what Funke Akindele, what Toyin Abraham rather commented on that Funke Akindele's post, right? So Toyin Abraham was like, Auntie Funke, you ought to. And Funke Akindele said, Toyin mi onijogbon, thanks there. She also said LOL, Toyin LOL, onijogbon, thanks there. That's the response that Funke gave her. And people are like, now so Wizkid and Davido go shock you now one day. Not only fans, even some actors are actually shocked. Someone says, any fans is son, oh yeah, make you na rest, I want Olugbeja, and the ones always shading them up and down, shading na go rest by to Oluwaseun. Somebody even referred to one guy, because and I mentioned recently now that Jagaban of Instagram, or was he of YouTube, what does he, I can't even remember what he calls himself now. He made a video shading Funke Akindele, shading Toyin Abraham. Like, he used to actively put Toyin Abraham's post on his page, but when Funke Akindele released Ayetoro on YouTube, he started actively, aggressively even promoting Funke's work, and people are like, why would you just shift your pole like that? Like, you're suddenly promoting someone else's work over the other person and stuff like that. That happened. So people are now like, all the people that have been beefing and have been fighting these guys, or you'll be fighting yourselves, right? I hope you're happy. And people are like, nah, Iyabo Ojo settle fight between Twin Abraham and Funke Akindele, right? But the funny thing is, now that comment on that video, I can't even find it. Was it deleted? What happened? If you don't have the screenshot from the early times when, like, as soon as Tony made that comment and Funke responded, you can't find, because people are like, I'm here, I'm not finding the comment though. Right? Like, why? Someone says, what we love to see now, woman, you be Twin Abraham. Now, people fighting each other because of stanship. How do you feel seeing that comment from Auntie Twin? I know Kuku get faith. I just love them all. Life no hard, right? So persons are saying, oh, Twin Abraham is constantly trying to be the bigger person and coming to celebrate Funke Akindele, but Funke has never publicly celebrated Twin Abraham or any of our work. Meanwhile, Iyabo Ojo, who is very close friends with Toyin, had fought Funke Akindele publicly because of Toyin, because that year now, when both of them released their movies, they always release movies in December. Right, when both of them released their movies in December, and Cinema Pointer, an Instagram page that does movie review, called Twin Abraham's work a very shitty job, said that it's not good, nobody should see it, it's very senseless, and they actually recommended Funke's movie over Twin Abraham. Iyabo Ojo came out for Twin Abraham and fought Funke, saying Funke is a vile, evil, manipulative person. And that is not the first time that this narrative about Funke will go out there, because Auntie Funke nowadays, she's celebrating people, attending events, something she rarely does. She's even hosting events herself, something she did not used to do in her in the last 3 years. She's not done that, but now she's actively involved. She's wishing her colleagues happy birthday, something she does not do on her page, right? And that is because a lot of time the narrative has come out that, oh, she's a terrible person to work with and all that. And Funke has defended herself, saying she can be tough to work with because she expects a level of discipline and commitment from people she's working with, and she does not accept excuses. So that can make her come across as a tough person to deal with, but that does not mean that she does not have a good heart. And more people are now beginning to come and talk about the nice things Funke has done for them. Toby Martin is talking about it, Kamo Street is talking about it, people are talking about it and countering those, because as many people have come out to say Funke is a terrible person, we've also have that number of people come to say Funke is my lifesaver. Do you understand? But Twin Abraham has always been there. Twin Abraham has always been in our faces, showing her good work. People have always celebrated that. She has people she's also very close to will say, oh, if not for Twin Abraham in my life, I will not be where I am today. Do you understand? The people are like, oh, maybe it's true that these guys, as much as they don't work together, they are in their lane, they are colleagues who respect each other. There is no beef or bad blood. Nobody is angry with anybody's work. Nobody is saying your work should not prosper and I'm the only person to sell. That is what people are now saying, that, oh, maybe true. These guys don't hate each other. And people are now saying, Davido and Wizkid, you guys should also do something in this regard now. Maybe because you people will come one year, you people are friends. The next year, people are saying you are paying somebody to slander the other person. So it's a lot of things going on, right? I don't know what you guys think about it, though. I would like to hear your opinion. But Twin Abraham and Funke Akindele are said to be friends, because even before this video, after the video, Funke Akindele had posted something on her page about comparison is being a thief of joy. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on your focus. People are like, maybe she's shading Twin Abraham for, for her funny. Because just like the previous day, Tony had commented on her page and she had said, thank you, dear. A lot of persons feel like dear is such a disregarding statement to use for people. And she had used thank you, dear, to address Twin Abraham. Right? So, and then the next day she posted on her page about how you shouldn't compare yourself, you should do on your day, grind, hustle, and all of this, this kind of shady, not so shady thing. But people are like, no, Funke is not shading anybody, she's just encouraging us to hold on tightly to what we are doing. and not let anybody's work influence ours. That is because that is how Funke has always been, motivator. So it's a lot of back and forth with people, but like that person said, somebody credits Iyabo Ojo for saying this because I mean she's a mutual friend, right? Between these guys, Funke attended Iyabo Ojo's premiere. Iyabo Ojo attended Funke's premiere. She attended Toyin Abraham's premiere. Toyin Abraham attended Iyabo Ojo's movie premiere also, but for Toyin and Funke, they didn't attend each other's movie premiere. Do you understand? So Auntie Iyabo is sort of like the one in between these two phenomenal women. All three women are great in their own rights, believe me, you. But I'm just trying to paint the picture so you see why people feel like, oh, it's Iyabo Ojo that is instrumental in these guys actually actively what's the word now, communicating on social media. But I'd like to hear from you. What do you guys think of this theory? This theory that has hit the internet. I'd like to hear from you about it. And then come December is what is going to decide what will happen, because when we start seeing different reviews and people saying choose this over the other, we would know where we stand. We will know where we stand. When we start hearing someone is sabotaging somebody's work in the cinema, they're not letting them show this person's work. It's only theirs that has been showing for this long. We will revisit this discussion. December is almost here, and our December queens are gearing up. Like I mentioned, Toyin has mentioned that she giving us a teaser and even the title of our movie, saying we should get familiar with it. And Funke recently posted that also she's on a movie set. She's actively, sorry, I said Yoruba girl, but she's actively working, and we should also anticipate our work. So fingers crossed, we hope this friendship stands the test of time, or at least this online, relationship stands the test of time. I'd like to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves and bye.